This is too much, man.
Nah, man, you gotta keep going. Anyways, all right.
I am. I'm
So,
letting it do its thing.
You gonna
so,
cut it?
so,
Nah, I'm gonna clean it up.
all right. So, do you want to start it, Tony, or should I start it, or what do you want to do?
Yeah, I can start it. Hold on.
All right.
Yeah, I'll start it.
Actually, hold on. Let me get some drink real quick.
Aye.
Hold on. We'll be right back. BRB, BRB.
Hey, does this sound good right here? Lord, does this sound good right here?
Is there what?
Does this sound good right here?
Yeah, sort of.
Alright.
Why?
Just asking. I'm talking soft, bro.
Actually, the quality's good. Does
Yeah.
mine sound good?
Yeah, because we're coming live from your sister's bedroom closet.
Hey, about to come out of the closet.
Hey, I got some funny. Alright. Look at that Pinchy Angry Bird, bruh. Louis, you should shotgun a beer, bruh.
Nah, I took like I think 2 or 3 shots of tequila.
Damn.
Now I gotta just wash it down with one of these bad boys.
Beautiful. Dude's an alcoholic now.
Just gotta feel good for the podcast. All right. Anyways, whenever you're ready, Tony.
Okay, so we're started? Have we started?
Yeah. We've been started, bruh.
Okay, bruh.
Bruh.
Peeping live from your sister's bedroom's closet. This is Tony, and we are Oh shit.
Oh shit.
Bro, whoever does the editing, keep that off shit, bro.
I'll keep the shit. Yeah, I think it's my turn this week. So.
Okay. Okay. Coming live. No.
Hombre.
We're peeping live. All right. So peeping live from your sister's bedroom closet. This is lyrically incorrect, where Lewis and Lori are coming out of the closet. Correct.
You know what's good. You know what's good.
Hey.
And this is episode 9 for all the faithful listeners. On this episode, we're gonna go a little bit in on K-Dot, Kendrick Lamar, the Black Boogie.
The Black Boogie. Okay, so we may be a little late on this, but you know, podcasts are timeless. They live on the internet forever, so you can always listen whenever you want. But so K-Dot dropped his album 2 weeks ago, right, guys?
Yeah. Unofficially.
Unofficially on Spotify, iTunes, I guess those
And
streaming
Beats,
audio
I think.
services, Beats,
Yeah.
whatever.
The Beats app. You gotta shout out the Beats app.
What? I mean, do people still use the Beats app?
I
I
don't
use
think
it all
so.
the time. Yeah,
Oh.
I do all the time.
Like I don't know. I work like when working in the kind of like the media industry, you always hear people talking about Spotify, you know, Pandora, even Slacker a little bit. I mean,
Slacker. What's
Slacker,
good?
yeah. I mean, some people still use Slacker. But,
I haven't heard that in a while.
yeah, every now and then it'll come up in meetings and stuff. But I guess the points I'm trying to make is that iTunes Radio and Beats in particular, man, it never comes up in any of the conversations about streaming services.
Yeah.
So, I think that.
I wonder how. I wonder how they make their money. Or they got to.
Well, I mean, they got subscribers. I mean, but I think who is it? Dr. Dre. He definitely did a good move by
Hell yeah.
selling it because I mean,
He's broing down now.
yeah, the scale. I don't think the scale's too big because I don't know. Whenever I look at industry reports, it tells you how many people are signed up for the service.
Yeah.
And Pandora is easily number one. It has the highest monthly subscribers, and then iTunes Radio is number 2. But if you have an iPhone, you're automatically a monthly subscriber.
Yeah.
Oh.
It's pretty misleading. So I don't know. But it's just
And to
my 2
anybody
cents.
that's from Spotify that's listening now, I just want to let you know I've been on Spotify since the beta came out. So if y'all want to send me free shit or just give me premium for free, I'm all for it. You know what I mean? I'll wear a Spotify condom. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah. To that note, Spotify. What's the deal at South by Southwest? Guys can't let any of the homies in? I don't get it. We tried to get into the Spotify house a few times, right? And it just was not
Yeah.
happening.
First time or one of the times we were walking up. As soon as we were walking up, the cop was like, "Sorry, people, like it reached capacity. There's nobody going in anymore."
Hell yeah, dude.
And it wasn't even that late.
It was a good 2 or 3 o'clock.
No, yeah, it was like more 2 o'clock. We're like, damn it.
And since we're on the subject, I just want to say that, I don't know, at least in my opinion, South by Southwest was a pretty big disappointment. I don't know about you guys, but I don't know. I was disappointed.
For me, like, I think it was more hype than, I mean, I guess I expected more. Like, the organization, like, all the things was just not very good at all.
Yeah,
Like,
I agree.
yeah, like, all the other years I had gone to Miami instead. And now it's like, I wish I would have gone back to Miami.
But I guess it's like it's a different concept though.
Yeah, it's not all in one spot.
I just feel that, like, I think I might have said this like last week or so, but I think it's just gotten too big for its own good, you know?
Yeah.
Too many people. I remember back in the day, it used to be, you know, like a small indie. It wasn't even like, I wouldn't even consider it a festival. It was just like a gathering of all like these small indie rock bands just playing in these venues for free, you know, just trying to get their names out there. But now it's just like, I don't know, it's big. I want to say that hip hop kind of took over the scene.
Oh yeah.
You can't walk a block without getting handed like 3 mixtapes. I don't know how many.
And they all boo boo.
And they all boo boo. In the words of Kendrick Lamar, I've been A1 since day one. You boo boo. Anyways,
that shit boo boo.
That shit boo boo. Anyways, that's just my 2 cents on South by Southwest. I mean, if we had badges, then it'd be dope because we could get it.
That probably would be dope, yeah.
But even with badges, it's still like not guaranteed to get into all the shows, depending on capacity.
But you still have like a way better chance.
Oh yeah, you do have a way better chance. And then what sucks too though is like there's like even like some of the bars like on Rainy Street who had like no artists still ended up trying to charge like $10.
I know, right? Get the hell out of here.
Yeah, I was like, kind of shit is that?
Y'all are tripping.
Yeah, and then they have like other bars and stuff. Even if it's like in the afternoon, they're like, no, we don't have like happy hour prices anymore. It's like just because we don't have to. Like we don't have to. They surge other pricing and stuff. It kind of sucks.
Yeah. Another thing is if you're, I pay for a drink at South by Southwest. We'll disregard that comment. But if you're paying for a drink at South by Southwest, you fucking up, bruh. You fucking up. We got faded.
That's true. Shout out to the Hype Hotel for providing us with unlimited drinks while we were at their venue.
Yeah, they
that
did
was
open
nice.
bar. Shout out to Tito's Vodka for the sponsor.
Shout out to Tito's, and shout out to my homie Lucas at Defy Media for getting me on that VIP list. I was a little disappointed that my whole crew wasn't on the VIP list, but I was on there and I was able to get drinks for everybody, so that was good.
But the VIP there, I didn't feel like there was anything special about it except for like a bar.
It was a bar, and like, I mean, I guess once the show got good, you could like stand and watch the show from the side of the stage, you know?
Yeah.
So that, I guess that was one of the ups. But I mean, you don't have to wait 10 minutes in the line to get a drink.
That is true.
Then with the VIP thing though, I'm sure you could have gone into the night shows.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Like you can get into the night shows easily.
That is true.
That was cool. Anyways, that was our 2 cents on South by Southwest. Happened 2 weeks ago. We had it seemed like our whole high school crew.
It happened 1 week ago.
1 week ago? It wasn't?
No, that was 2 weeks ago.
It was about 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
It was 2 weekends ago, let's put it that way.
2 weekends ago, yeah.
But by the time that we publish this podcast, it'll be
3.
Yeah, almost 3 weeks ago. Anyways.
Nah, it was what? The weekend of the 21st, 22nd?
Yeah. Yeah, 2 weekends ago. So
2 weekends.
2 weekends ago.
Nah. Well, technically, sort of, because today's, Monday?
Yeah, today's Monday.
But, like, if today was Sunday, it would have been, like, last week.
Yeah.
So it was, like, a week and a day ago.
Pretty much. Anyway,
It don't
so
matter.
let's let's dive in. Kendrick Lamar. I think that to get a good sense of Kendrick Lamar's new album, we should maybe start off from the beginning of what we know about Kendrick.
Tell me about Kendrick.
Yeah, Kendrick.
Okay.
We know that
He's from Compton.
he's a homie straight out of Compton, which is pretty dope. Got the West Coast vibe. I feel that I don't know about you guys, but the West Coast has been lacking.
Oh yeah.
From
Oh,
big
yeah.
artists,
Big time.
big time. I mean, you had Eazy back in the day that kind of started it. Him, Dr. Dre, then you had Tupac, Snoop Dogg,
Ice Cube.
Ice Cube. Shout out to Ice Cube.
NWA.
NWA.
The West Side Connection.
We got for all you for the bigger hip hop heads out there. You got Dom Kennedy.
What's good?
Came out the West Coast.
Shout out to Naki Talk on that one.
And then you also got a whole bunch of Bay Area rappers from the West Coast that
Ugh.
you got who's it, E40? E40's out there.
Oh, he is from San Fran.
And then who is it? Lil B, Bass God. He's from the Bay Area as well.
What was he?
Lil B.
Lil B. Thank you, Bass God. Thank you.
Exactly. Man, I think the curse is true, man. He cursed Kevin Durant. Kevin Durant he's done.
He is done.
Kevin Durant should have just played him. He should have just played him, man.
He was scared, man. I think in the back of Kevin Durant's mind was like, you know what? Maybe this guy can ball, and if I lose, I'm never gonna live it down.
I'm gonna get balled up on Lil B with the dirty ass fans, bro.
It's really like Kevin Durant can't win, cause like if you lose, I mean you lost. You lost to Lil B. How tall is Lil B? Like 5'5"?
Yeah.
But if you win, it's like, all right, whoop-de-doo, you beat Lil B.
Yeah.
There's no upside to it. Besides not being cursed.
Damn, dude. So what happened with KD?
He fractured some bone in his foot, and
yeah, he hurt his foot.
It's just like it's one of those injuries where doctors really can't do anything about it. You just kind of have to let it heal. It was the same fracture that happened to Yao Ming a few years back.
Oh damn.
So and you know what happened to Yao Ming? He was just never
the same anymore. Kept getting it injured more and more.
And I guess the problem with Yao Ming was just like, humans just aren't supposed to be that big, in my opinion. 7'6". I mean, at least if you're 7'6", you're not supposed to be running up and down I don't know how many a basketball court, 80 at least 80 nights a year.
All that weight on your joints and on your that's way too much.
He's just too big, his body. And I mean,
and the basketball season just has so many games throughout.
Yeah, like 80 games. Sometimes you got back to back, so it's tough. It's tough on an athlete's body.
Yeah.
And and Kevin Durant's not, he's not near the size of Yao Ming, but he's still a big dude. 7 feet tall, athletic, moves a lot. So there's gonna be wear and tear.
Oh yeah. Well, the thing is, I think it was just it was unfortunate that it had to happen to be on his foot, but
yeah.
So it's go ahead.
You know who's loving it right now though?
Westbrook.
My boy Westbrook, killing the game. He had like what? 6 straight games, 5 straight games with a triple-double. That is nuts.
I don't know. It ended up being 5 straight, but I think he's had like 9 this whole season.
Yeah, man, that is.
Yeah, he's putting up numbers.
That's crazy.
That is insane.
He's just fucking around.
He is, man.
Fuck around, got a triple-double.
Like Ice Cube.
It's scary. He's so good, but you just watch Westbrook play these games, and I don't know. Every time he goes up for a dunk or does some sort of play on defense, I just kind of wince because he plays so hard and he's just 100% every play. I just have a feeling that, man, he's gonna get hurt again because like I said, he just plays so hard.
Yeah, and his athletic ability is just crazy how fast he is.
Yeah, I think there was a play last night where I forgot who was it. One of the point guards from OKC threw up a lob, and one of the big guys, like a 7-footer from OKC, was going up for the alley-oop, right? But
Oh, when he jumped over all of them?
he jumped over his own player and like
Yeah.
alley-ooped the dunk. So I mean, I thought that was pretty
Damn.
Yeah. I saw that replay earlier on YouTube.
yeah.
He said, "Fuck everybody."
He did.
Westbrook is definitely something else.
But the thing is, I still don't think that team's like championship capable.
No, I don't think so. Not without Durant.
Yeah.
Even with Durant, I don't see those guys going too deep into the playoffs. Well, maybe deep. I mean, they're definitely always a contender, but I don't know. It's just
I don't think they have like a real deep bench.
bench maybe, and I don't know.
And the coaching, I mean, coaching makes a huge difference.
I mean, they have a solid coach, but it's I just kind of feel that it's like a thing between Kevin Durant and Russell Westbrook, where you don't know who the go-to guy is at the end of the game.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
as much as like they say that it's great team chemistry. These guys love playing with each other. At the end of the day, they're both all-stars. They both demand the ball. It's tough. It's tough to manage that
Both
relationship
of them.
on the court.
That's why you gotta have like a Coach Pop, dog.
Coach Pop put him in their place, huh?
Yeah,
Hell yeah, he would.
he'll give the ball to Robert Ory.
Shout out to Pop, man. He's probably the best
One of the
best,
best
coach
coaches.
best coach of our generation by far. Easily the best
Oh,
coach
yeah.
of our generation.
Just the things he's done with the players he's had.
Yeah.
Like he's had players and it's like can bring them back to somewhat more than decent. Like Boris Diaw. I mean, nobody would have ever heard of him anymore if it wasn't for the Spurs.
Yeah, he was kind of washed his last few years at Phoenix, but
Yeah.
came
And
back.
then when Coach Pop, well, the thing is too, because Coach Pop doesn't overplay him, and he puts him in a role where he can actually like exceed and do well.
He doesn't ask too much. I think he has the deepest rotation in the NBA.
Yeah. Just see that boy Kawhi Leonard. If the Spurs first 15 points from the fourth quarter.
God damn.
Yeah, man. Kawhi's a
Yes.
hooper.
He is. He was just on fire. He was making everything. His last one, his last 3 points was a 3-pointer. He just turned around and just shot it and just made it.
Yeah.
Boy's crazy. The
He's
hands,
getting-
bro.
Yeah, he's getting confidence now.
That's good. He's a good guy. He's definitely one of those guys that you
You want to see too good.
you want to see do well. Exactly.
You want
Anyways.
to see him win more.
We digress. Let's get into Kendrick. So he's from Compton, West Coast. I don't know. In my opinion, he's probably the best rapper out right now. I don't know what you guys think, if there's a debate, but
I'd push it. Like, I already still like J. Cole. I think him and J. Cole are up there.
J. Cole's last album was pretty good.
But the thing is too is because you kind of really can't compare them, because they both because I was even gonna say like maybe Big Sean, because Big Sean's album I really like it, but they're just all different styles. So I mean, like I would still give Kendrick over all of them because of what he raps about.
And I don't know,
Yeah.
I was listening to Kendrick's album just today in the car with my girlfriend, and it was one of those tracks where it wasn't really like a song, but it was like a poem, you know?
Yeah.
He's just like going ham, and if you're not really paying attention, it sounds like gibberish. And my girlfriend even said that. She's like, "Is that guy even saying words?" And I was like, if you really pay attention, Kendrick, he's put some thought into that. And
Yeah, are you talking about the
Going
new
in.
version you put it of I?
I mean, I don't know. I wish my CD player in my car would say the track name, but it doesn't.
Oh, because there's one where he has a different version of I, and it's live, and then people kind of. I don't think he wanted it at first, but because of what he did, and how impactful it was, I think he kept it. It's the one where he's in a live concert, and then people, I guess, two dudes start fighting or whatever, and he tells them to stop, and he starts telling them a poem.
No, this is a different one. It just sounds like a spoken word. It doesn't sound like it's in a live environment.
Is that the one where he's talking to somebody?
Maybe.
Well, that's the last track. Are you talking about the last track?
No, not the last track. Man, I I should have wrote this down somewhere, but I don't know. The point I'm trying to make is that like I think his lyrics are just like on another level. Like yeah, J. Cole has, he's like excellent lyrically, and his you can like jam to his music, but like when it just comes to like bars and like what he's trying to say and how he's trying to say it, I don't think anybody can touch Kendrick right now.
No, not at all.
But then there's a lot of then you also gotta maybe throw in Drake in there, because Drake always has the hits, man. As much as I don't like Drake, he always
See,
comes up with the hits.
your everyday hip hop fan's not gonna like Kendrick too much. You know what I mean? Because
Yeah.
he's saying something. It's not like riding through the six with my woes. You know what I mean? It's
Yeah.
not that
Yeah,
shit. It's
it's not something just any.
it's some real shit he's talking about. You know what I mean?
True,
Yeah,
true,
it's not
true.
something anybody can just like connect with. Not just anybody can be like cruising down the street playing and be like, yeah, this is me right now, you know.
Yeah. But whenever I pull up to work in the mornings and whenever I leave, ever since I bought bought that CD a week ago, I've been just like windows down, bumping it. I usually just put on uh the Blacker the Berry just to kind of scare my coworkers.
Hey, to share everybody your thug still.
For every listener out there, all 30 of y'all, one of my favorite pastimes is actually what it used to be was riding with some Slim Thug, Paul Wall, and just riding past Whole Foods, dog. That was the best shit ever.
I remember when the first few weeks I was here with Tony, we were like driving back home. Like 2 blocks away, he lowers the windows and just pops like to Paul Wall really loud. Look,
Like I wouldn't even be listening to the song out of nowhere. I just play it, bro. Just roll the windows down and jam that shit. People get scared.
Hey man, you got to keep it true, man. You remember where you came from. That's what
You
I always
have
say.
to.
Remember where you came from.
yeah. But Kendrick on this album too, like what surprised me the most is like some of the topics and stuff he's talking about. Like I'm surprised like the record label even like publish it out. Like he gets like to the nitty gritty, like some of the topics that nobody's really open to talk about. He went straight to it.
Yeah, man, it's dope. And I like that. I like that because, like I said, like on Blacker the Berry, he touches on the what happened in Ferguson. I don't
Yeah,
know. It's pretty powerful. I mean, if you really sit down and listen to it,
yeah, it's very impactful.
calling himself a hypocrite, and I mean, this just kind of touches on the topic where, whenever that whole Ferguson situation and the Mike Brown situation and the what's his face Trayvon Martin, all that stuff happened. Like yeah, black lives were lost, and families were affected, and communities were affected, and they got a whole lot of like media time, and it was getting national coverage. Black kid gets killed by a cop. Black guy gets choked out by a cop or whatever, or black guy gets killed by just some random. What is it?
Yeah,
What was he? Neighborhood watch.
A self-appointed neighborhood watch.
Yeah, so yeah, like, and this gets like really huge national coverage, but like whenever like there's gang violence or like a gang member, guns down someone, like where's the media coverage? Where's the outbreak? Where's the people, flooding the streets?
yeah.
So it's like I definitely like agree that with the whole like whenever that stuff was going on, like lives matter, Black Lives Matter, but at the same time, like it starts from the ground up, you know what I mean? Like it starts with the people. Like how are you gonna like protest so much about this
Other
kid
people. Yeah, exactly.
this kid getting killed by a cop, but whenever you look at Chicago, and I don't know what their death count is. I mean, it
No,
it
but
doesn't
yeah.
it doesn't matter the race. It doesn't even matter the race. Mexicans, black, whites. I mean, people are killing themselves out there. I don't know.
Oh yeah.
It's just
I
it's
mean, he
just
does say that though. He always says, yeah, like they look at all these other topics, but not like nobody kills black people more than black people themselves. And
eh,
he saw it every day in Compton. He said just because you were like from a different neighborhood or wore the wrong color, you killed somebody.
yeah. I mean, and you know what? We might be wrong. Maybe like these deaths are happening in Compton and they're happening in Chicago, and the community is is, lashing out. Not lashing out, but they are like trying to take a stand and trying to make a change. But so much of this gets tied back into like media coverage. So, maybe they are protesting, maybe they are trying to make a difference, but
They just don't show it.
maybe they just don't show it. I mean, I don't know. We don't like I don't know. Like I recently, 8 months ago moved to like the Dallas area. I know that there's like some pretty rough places around here, South Dallas, and I watch the news every now and then, and you never really hear about, gang violence on the news. Well, I'm sure it happens,
Yeah.
especially in an area as big as this, DFW, like second largest metroplex in Texas, which
Oh, yeah, I'm sure.
I'm sure it happens, but you don't really hear about it on the media, so I don't know. It's
Yeah, it's a tough situation.
yeah, either way, it's a tough situation. But
Like,
I like that Kendrick Lamar, touches
Space. Yeah.
touches on it. I mean, because it's tough and it's a sensitive subject for a lot of people. But
yeah, and he's not scared to get straight to it.
yeah. So that's one of the things that I've always appreciated about Kendrick, even in his early music.
Yeah, and then like I don't know if you've noticed, like you ever noticed. I didn't catch it till the first time I didn't catch it. It took me like 3-4 times to listen to it all the way through. Where he keeps bringing up like that one poem. He says it in the last song, but he brings like the very first part of it. He says in like in 2 or 3 other songs at the end. He's talking about like he's in a hotel room. It's like the evils of Lucy were all around.
Oh yeah.
So I went searching for answers. So I never understood that. Like at first, like acid is like another like they call it Lucy sometimes too. So I was like, oh, like Kendrick's on acid in a hotel room. But then I like heard it more and more, and I was like, no. I was like, that's not acid. After like I heard it like the third, fourth time all the way around, finally like figured it out. He was talking about like Lucifer.
Yeah, man. I mean, like I said, there's definitely like layers to his music.
Yeah, and my thing is too though, like I mean I don't want to like say about it because I don't know much about it, but like it sounds kind of like he's like talking about kind of like the Illuminati in a way, but I mean, you never know.
I mean, I don't know. I think a lot of rappers touch on it, but maybe not in a serious sense. I know that Jay-Z's done it a lot in his music, where he like talks about the Illuminati, but kind of just like poking fun at people.
Yeah.
Like, are you serious? Like, come on now.
Yeah. I mean, but you like recently you had some of these artists that start preaching and talking about God lately, or like, getting out of it.
Who was it that they said did that? Pharrell? Was it Pharrell?
Yeah, Pharrell
Praising
praising God.
I mean, but what's wrong with that? I mean, I don't think
Nothing.
That's the thing. Nobody ever does it, and the way he said it though too, the way he came out and said it. He's like, I'm trying to think about exactly how he said it. I think he said, like, I'm doing this for you. Like everything I do this for you, God. Artists don't do that and say that at the very end of like a performance.
well, I mean, I don't think there's any. I don't know. I
One
guess
of-
it's just me that's like, I don't know. I
I
kind of
think-
always.
I think us as consumers like to look for shit that's not in there. We're like that teacher that used to talk about a book. So what do the blue curtains mean? And goddamn well, the blue curtains didn't mean shit in the book. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I feel it's kind of like people look too deep into shit sometimes.
I don't
Right.
know, because like even Tupac, they said he like one of his last albums, he started talking about more religious and stuff and like freeing himself, and that's whenever they said he ended up dying. I was watching a documentary on it, like it was like about a year ago, so and then that's what they started saying. His last album started becoming a lot more religious and stuff, and then he was like, he died. But it's gang violence and stuff still.
Hey, Tony, are you rubbing on stuff in the background?
Oh yeah, did
Yeah,
you hear that?
Yeah. It's gonna come on. I'll edit all this out, but just
There you go.
Tony, rubbing one out.
rub one out.
No man, you definitely hear that one.
Hey.
But yeah, I don't know. It's all. I mean, it's all interesting to talk about. The rappers,
Mm.
Illuminati, rappers and religion. But I don't know. I guess I kind of have to agree with Tony's point on this, where it's just maybe, I think at least at least for me, I don't know. I just think that sometimes people just like look too deep
Yeah,
into stuff. Where it's
yeah,
just,
yeah. I feel that too.
I mean, it's like if I mean, it's easy to like to make
No,
assumptions.
yeah, yeah.
Maybe,
Like when you see like
maybe,
two celebrities like out and about hanging out, and they're like, oh, they must be dating.
yeah, you know,
Like, what if they just want to hang out? You know?
yeah, exactly. If I don't know, there's always a way to like connect the dots somehow. It's
Oh
just
yeah, you
the
can
way
force it somehow.
the
You can
way
make a story.
the way that you interpret it exactly.
Mhm.
But, but yeah, so Kendrick's album definitely did touch on, you know, some sensitive subjects, but you know, it's good. It's good. It's good for hip hop to that we have like, you know, this voice that isn't afraid to, you know, touch this. He isn't just rapping about money or girls or his woes,
Hey,
Yeah,
you know, so I think it's refreshing. I think it's refreshing.
I think it is. It's different. It's
Yeah,
it's a nice change of pace.
exactly. But I just kind of want to segue on this that this is a historical episode for us because last week we got our first question via Twitter.
Hey,
yes,
hey.
I don't
yes,
know
we
about you,
did.
I don't know about you guys, but this like pumped me the fuck up. I was like, oh man,
Well, well, I was excited. That's why like I screenshot it and sent it to you. I was like,
yeah,
hey,
this is dope. So
someone mentioned us.
I will let you I'll let you do the honors, Lori, of you know shouting the user out, and
Okay, yeah, yeah.
we
Let
can
me find
address
this
this
real
question.
quick.
Yeah, we can address this question.
Yeah, so well, the original tweet was, we were posted a while back. The YouTube video of Eminem that he posted is called Detroit versus Everybody, which is a really, really good video and a really good song where he gets multiple artists from Detroit, put them together.
He just threw everyone in that bitch.
Yeah, so from there, someone asked us, it's a Twitter account called Drake versus All. He told us, well, now that I'm thinking about it, it kind of doesn't really make sense, but he's told us Drake versus Jay-Z, who would win?
What do you think, Tony? Who wins?
I mean, is this even like a real question?
I mean, I don't know. It depends who you're asking, because the younger generation easily would be like, oh yeah, Drake all day, Drake all day. I mean, but then you have older generation that probably don't even listen to much Drake. They'll be like, oh no, Jay-Z all day, Jay-Z. We're like in that good middle where we've heard both.
That's true.
Oh man,
I think that's true. Like, if you like go back, let's go back. When did Drake come on? Like, really, like, come on? Like, what? 2001? I mean, not 2001. 2011.
damn.
2011. 2012
So
ish.
Far Gone. When did So Far Gone come out? I think it was like no. So Far Gone was like when we were in high school, bro.
Yeah, like so, like 2010,
So, like
2009.
2009, 2008.
So
Yeah, maybe.
and like, and I don't know.
Yeah,
Like, Jay-Z
Jay-Z,
didn't really
he's just
have
been
any.
around forever.
He's been around for a long time. I definitely agree, and he has like these hits that that as soon as you hear it, you're just like, whoa, like that's a song that that moved me
yeah,
for a little
but
bit.
yeah,
Yeah, 99
yeah,
Problems. I think the whole Black Album was dope. He had a whole bunch of tracks on the Blueprint 3 that were big on the radio. Just like kind of speaking towards like this younger generation, like with
Big
us,
Pimpin'.
big all this stuff. But then you look at Drake and man, he has a lot of singles that made some noise out there.
Yeah,
Bro, like he has like 5 songs from each album that's just #1
Exactly. Like
all the time.
I personally I'm not a Drake fan. Like I don't know,
yeah,
just something about him just doesn't seem right. But you can't deny that he puts out music that people bump and they'll get tons of radio play. It'll as soon as he gets gets popped in the club, they play it in the club. The dance floor is just like everyone's singing along. I don't know. It's just
Dude, you can't say you haven't sang to yourself like in the past couple weeks. Riding through the 6 with my wolves. Like that's just some like best shit to bump. That's the best shit to bump, bro, right now.
I haven't even heard that full song, but I've sung that in my head. I've sung that in my head. I mean, so as much as I don't like Drake,
You still bump it for some reason in your head.
and it's catchy music. The content of the music might not even be like, it's not. I don't think it's that deep. It's his stuff's always usually like, whining about a girl, or talking about his money, or talking about how he was, he wasn't that big now back then, but he is now. Kind of like brag rap. That's what I call it, brag rap. You're just like kind of bragging about your lifestyle, bragging about where you're at right now.
Yeah, yeah.
I think I might trademark that, brag rap. I haven't heard it
Drag
anywhere else.
rap.
I haven't heard it anywhere else. So
That drag rap, bro. That's good. That's gonna be the next big thing. The drag rap.
drag rap.
You're gonna have Kendrick Lamar dressed up in a full nightgown and everything. Just kidding.
So I mean, you can't deny, man. It's there. He's there. But like Lori said earlier, it just depends on who you ask.
That is true.
If you
Speaking
ask
of
me,
Lori,
go ahead.
Lori, you still alive, bro? No, I don't think he is. But go shoot for it.
I'll send them another invite. Anyways, like I said, if you ask me, I'd say Jay-Z because I have a history with Jay-Z. I've heard his stuff since I was like in elementary school,
Yeah.
and I'm just like I've never been like a big Drake fan. So I'd say Jay-Z. What about you?
As big as a Drake fan as I am, like I would still say Jay-Z because you can't put Drake over Jay-Z. You just can't do that.
He's just has like
Lyrically, too many CDs, too many number one hits, too many like I don't know. You can't like. How are you gonna put some kid that was on Degrassi over Big Pimpin', bro? You can't do that. You
I
can't do
agree.
that.
I agree. I agree. Like you look at Jay-Z's body of work, and you look at Drake's body of work, and over the course of time, it doesn't compare. But whenever you look at like the past 5 years,
Yeah, it's comparable.
yeah, it's definitely comparable.
Yeah, I get that. But yeah, man, whoever Drake versus all is, shout out to you for the question.
Yeah, I appreciate it. Like when we got this question, I was just like so pumped because it didn't really hit me at first because at the end of each podcast we always talk about like, yeah, if you have any questions, comments, leave a comment on iTunes or shoot us an email, and we never really acknowledged Twitter, but yeah, Twitter, hit us up on Twitter at lyrically incorrect, and we'll shout you
Without
out.
without the ECT.
Yeah, it's literally in core.
So since my computer went out, what was the verdict?
Well, I think that we agree. It just really depends on who you ask.
On which generation?
Yeah, which generation? Because like we're saying that like whenever you look at like body of work, and large scale, you say Jay-Z like all day. But if you look at it from now to like the past 5 years, the past 4 or 5 years, like Drake's up there, man. Like
Yeah, he's been putting up his numbers.
yeah. So I guess it really just depends on who you ask.
Yeah.
Anyways, like I said, shout out to at Drake versus all for shooting us that question. We appreciate it.
That was a great question.
It was a great question. It's always up for debate, man. And we've said this before. We're not experts. We don't say we're experts. We're just three homies that really like music.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyways, we digress. Kendrick Lamar. When was the first time that you heard a Kendrick Lamar song, Tony?
It was probably I don't know how long ago it was, but it was whenever it was Section 80.
Section 80? Okay.
Section 80. I just remember listening to the whole thing. I think I got a tip from Serge to listen to that, so I listened to it, and it was just amazing. Shout out to Serge, Arias Ember.
Arias Ember. Follow him on Twitter at Arias Ember, and on Instagram too.
Harry Assenber?
Harry Ass Lumber. No. It's Harry Ass Lumber.
Oh yeah, Harry Ass Lumber.
But yeah, that was the first time I heard of Kendrick Lamar was Section 80. and I loved it. Section 80 was good. Rigor Mortis.
Yeah, Rigor Mortis is dope.
That was High Power.
High
High
Power.
Power.
I don't think this song was on Section 80, but to this day, one of my favorite Kendrick Lamar songs is it's Bitch I Do This. I think it's just I Do This, but that's like the chorus. It's like Bitch I Do This. I don't know if y'all have heard that song, but
I've never heard it.
check it out. I Do This. Kendrick Lamar. I forgot
I
what
might have. I don't know. I'd have to rehear it.
what makes it. Whenever I downloaded it on the internet, it was on it said it was like his like
TDE?
self-titled like EP, you know?
Yeah.
Gotcha.
So I mean, I don't know exactly like where it might fall. Maybe it was overly dedicated. I don't know. But
It might have been.
to this day, like that's still one of like that's like top like 3, top 4 Kendrick songs. One of his early ones. Cause I don't know, it just gets me hype.
Yeah, man, I love that Section 80 though. What about you, Lori? When did you first hear?
When I first heard him was actually on Section 82. And I'll give credit to Serge. Serge is the one who told me about him. So I checked him out, and I really like him on Section 80.
You know, shout out to Serge, man, because he put all 3 of us on Kendrick Lamar.
Yeah.
That is true.
So, if you're listening, Serge, thank you.
You know, goddamn well he ain't listening.
He's not, but you know, it don't matter.
Yeah.
But we'll give him his credit. We give credit where credit's due. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
True.
But I did hear some of that overly dedicated, but I didn't hear it till after I heard knew more about Kendrick till after what Section 80 was out. Then I looked at his other music and I was like, oh, I saw that one. So I'm not gonna say I heard him since overly dedicated, which I haven't. And that song you're talking about, Lou, is on there. I just checked my app. It's on there.
Yeah. So I Do This. Check it out. Listen to it. It'll get you pumped.
Yeah. It's the last track on the album.
Yeah, that's my shit.
What is that? What is that one song he has on? What is that one song he has on? Section 80, where it kind of sounds like his new one. Damn it. No, never mind. I don't think there was. I thought there was a song that sounds like this. What? How does that part go? This shit ain't free. Like
No,
I thought.
it's this dick ain't free.
There you go.
This dick ain't free.
I swear he has a song on Section 80 that's similar.
Maybe. I'll have to check it out tomorrow.
Yeah, I'd have to re-listen to it.
Yeah, but I don't know. Like Kendrick had like his big hits off of Good Kid, Mad City. He had Swimming Pools. He had Don't Kill My Vibe, Poetic Justice with Drake. Money Trees. That's probably like my number 1 favorite Kendrick song. Money Trees. Like the first time I heard Good Kid, Mad City was maybe, I don't know, 3 years ago ish, and Money Trees has been my alarm like ever since that day. Ever since I heard that song, I was like Money Trees is my alarm. It's just like that song, just gets you up. I gotta get on my grind. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's been my alarm ever since, and I haven't heard a song that's gonna change that. Not yet. Anyways.
I don't know. For me, Rigor Mortis gets me hyped up.
Yeah, Rigor Mortis is good. But like saying Good Kid, Mad City, he had like these big hits. Don't Kill My Vibe, Poetic Justice, Money Trees, Swimming Pool.
Oh, what was that one song he had?
Was it Backstreet Freestyle?
No, 8 doobies to the face. Fuck that.
Fuck that. Yeah.
What song is that? That was the jam.
That was the jam, man. What was it?
Was it Hole Up?
Maybe.
Or
maybe.
ADHD. It was one of those two.
I can't think of it, but yeah, that's a dope one.
Yeah, I was gonna say 88. No, it wasn't ADHD. Maybe I can play it right now.
I don't know, but like the point I was trying to get to is that I think that Kendrick really blew up whenever he dropped that Control verse on Big Sean's song.
Oh yeah, when he got people's attention.
That's whenever he went from an amazing lyricist with awesome bars, really good lyrics that you could also bump in the club to like just straight superstar status.
Yeah, like I'm about to straight murder y'all. Like he challenged everybody and got he had people that weren't even mentioned. Like they got offended.
Hell yeah. Hell
I
yeah.
think the funniest thing ever was, at least in my opinion, was like he dropped the verse and then you know you know people like us, just regular people were like on Twitter like, oh man, like what's big what's Big Sean gonna say, what's Drake's gonna say, what's J. Cole gonna say.
Yeah, I mean you got to come back with something.
Yeah, but then it's like but then you got like all these other like lower tier rappers saying stuff like the vivid memory is like Tyga saying something like, "Oh man, like this this verse is like, gonna push me to make better music." Like, hey, get the heck out of here, Tyga. like really, like I don't know, like if you need someone to drop a song that doesn't even mention you to like push you to make better music, I don't know. That's just a bad reflection of yourself
Yeah, that's
and
what I'm saying.
your
Like
drive.
it was so powerful. It offended people that he didn't even mention. Like some people were like, "Damn, like he didn't even mention me. Like I'm not even up there."
Yeah. What I thought was really cool was that, well, not cool, but just interesting that like he names like the rappers that that he like looks up to like Eminem, Jay-Z, Nas. I don't know who else was up there. But like
Yeah.
he mentions them first, and then he mentions like the rappers that
Or in his generation that he expects to be at the
that
top with him.
yeah. Oh yeah, he mentions Andre. He mentions Andre 3002 on like that upper echelon ranking.
Yeah.
But then, like you said, he mentions like the guys from his generation that he feels ain't touching him right now. But he didn't mention Kanye West in any of those two little groups. So I don't know. I thought that was interesting. That
Yeah.
I mean, what,
That is true.
like you look at Kanye's body of work, and like I put Kanye up there with Jay-Z, with Eminem, with Nas, with Andre 3000.
Oh yeah.
But I guess Kendrick. I don't know. Maybe he didn't want to hurt Kanye's feelings, but I guess he might have. I don't know. But
I don't
anyways,
know.
Did they ever have they ever made a song? Have they ever collaborated?
um, I don't know.
Maybe
That's a
there's
great,
beef there.
I don't think there's beef because they toured together 2 years ago,
That is true. Never mind.
which, by the way, was like probably one of the most amazing concerts I've ever been to. That was just like so dope, and I kind of want to talk about this because like the concert was like it was tough getting there, and it was just to give everybody some context. Like this was 2 years ago. I was still in school, and shout out to my friend Dylan Sutton. He was the guy that built the website for us. We're huge Kanye fans, huge Kendrick Lamar fans, and they're both playing in Dallas, so we automatically bought tickets. Our friend Sergio and our other friend Derek bought tickets as well. So no, we all decided to make the trip up to Dallas and go. And this weekend ended up being like one of the worst snowstorms in like the history of like North Texas. So just like getting to Dallas was like terrible because me and Dylan drove up there from Austin, and like the roads were shitty. Like it was just I was going, I don't know, maybe like 50 on the freeway.
God
It was
damn.
just so bad. And I don't know, there's like this one point in our trip whenever we were like, in the South Dallas area, all like there's overpasses and they're all frozen over. Everyone's driving super slow, and we see like this little tiny Ford Ranger, and like it drove past me because it was going pretty fast for like being all frozen on an overpass, and it looks like a little Eskimo lady's driving it. Like and she was
Hey.
wearing like a parka with like the fur, and she looked Mexican, but a little more Asian than Mexican, but still kind of dark skinned. So I just
So,
called
so she was Filipino, dog.
maybe I assumed she was an Eskimo because it was so cold. I was like okay. I was like, you know what? The Eskimos come out when it's cold. Maybe.
That was Derek's mom. That was Derek's mom.
Maybe. So like she's driving pretty fast, and I don't know, she like tries to make a lane change, and she slows down, but like her car just starts skidding, and it's like literally like the slowest possible wreck you can think of. She just like skids into like the guardrail and just like boop, love taps it. And I don't even think anything happened to her truck, but like we drove past her and she was just like laughing and giggling. I just thought it was hilarious because I mean
Yeah.
I'm like you're an Eskimo. You should be used to driving in this weather, but
Hey, but she was an Eskimo.
yeah. So so yeah, me and Dylan, we eventually make it to our hotel, and Sergio's flight has been delayed. I think like 2 or 3 times. So he was like kind of like tripping because like, hey man, my flight's not getting in. So we pick him up and go back to the hotel, get some food, and we eventually make it down to the American Airlines Center arena, American Airlines Center, and like we get there like about 2 hours before like the doors officially open or whatever. So Derek, Sergio, and myself, we all got VIP tickets because like it's Kanye, it's Kendrick, we got to go all out. So we only had to wait outside an hour before the show, and he said it was like freezing. I think it was like 20 degrees outside. It was snowing. Like the sidewalks were just like completely iced over. I was wearing Converse that day, and
Damn.
Damn.
like it was like I don't know, like it's just weird. Like thin soles. Whenever I like got into the actual arena, I took off my shoes and my socks were just like completely soaked because I don't know how it happened, but the ice went through my shoes or something. But
Must have been like condensation or
yeah,
something.
something. But my socks were like completely wet. I had to take my shoes off and like go to the restroom and run my socks under one of those like hand dryers to just
Damn.
like to just like kind of dry them off because it was painful. Like it was just so cold. So we got in an hour like before everybody else, but poor Dylan, my friend Dylan, he didn't get VIP tickets. So
Damn.
he was out there for 2 hours. He was wearing Converse too, so his feet were like
Damn.
equally as cold as mine. So we get there. Derek and Serge are kind of up in the stands. Like I made it to like the very front row of this show. Like it's just me, the rail, and the stage where Kanye and Kendrick are gonna perform. And Dylan comes in an hour later, and I saved him a spot, so we were both like at the very very front. And like, I don't know, it was just like probably the one of the dopest shows I've ever been to. Just I'm just gonna say this that I enjoyed Kendrick's performance a little bit more than Kanye's.
Damn.
Damn.
Kendrick was
Uh,
that good.
so what did the VIP ticket get you besides
Well,
entry, early entry?
it got me early entry, and then it was just like a bunch of other bullshit. It was like it got me like a little pin that you can pin on stuff. It got me
Oh,
it got me like a little print that you can hang somewhere, and like one of those like a little badge that had said like Yeezus tour or whatever,
Gotcha,
and,
gotcha.
and a toe bag too.
Hey, what's good?
So it was just a bunch of bullshit, you know what I mean? But
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
it secured me like a spot right at the front, which was so totally worth it. And luckily, like I said, I got my friend. I saved a spot for Dylan, and we were both up there at the very front. So
So there wasn't many people there, was there?
it was actually one of their lighter shows, but I mean, you got to blame it to the weather because it like people shouldn't have been driving that day on any of like these Dallas highways anyways because it was just so bad.
Because
So
I think I remember you sending pictures, and I remember like you sent a picture, and that shit was empty as fuck. So that
yeah,
had to be a badass concert.
it was, man. It was. It felt. I mean, I guess just like my proximity to the stage and to the performers, like it really felt like super intimate because they were just like right there. But
I
like I said,
wonder
go ahead.
I wonder how the niggers felt. Oh shit. Okay, we'll edit that out. I wonder how the people in the stands felt um, that they're looking down and they just see an open ass floor and they're just like, God damn, like we could have been close as fuck if we would have just splurged a little bit.
I
You
don't
know
know,
what I
man.
mean?
Ask Derek and Serge because they were up there. Um, but it was dope and like Kendrick had like his live band up there, so he had like a bassist, drummer, guitarist. He had his DJ, some people singing vocals. So like I don't know, just like it almost felt like a rock show. It had like the same energy of a rock show.
Yeah.
which like I dug so much. He was like
That was a
super hype.
concert.
Like I I wore my Dodgers jersey that day. I was like,
Hey.
maybe Kendrick sees me. It was dope,
LA repping.
amazing. And like Kanye too, like his performance was amazing. It just like felt more like artistic in nature. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he
Yeah.
always
Like
has to go off some crazy shit.
like Kanye's like he's a showman and he's gonna put on like an amazing show no matter what. But it was like a totally different vibe from what Kendrick put up. But it was also good. One thing that I didn't like about the show is that Kanye had his mask on for I don't know 3/4 of it.
You didn't see Kanye, bro.
So I mean, it may be, maybe
he
maybe
he pulled a Daft Punk, bro.
he had a stunt double for 3/4 of the show, and then he pretended to take a potty break, and he came out. But it was dope. It was like I said, I guess the highlight of that show was at one point, like I know every word to every Kanye song. I was just like, rapping my ass off, and all the people around me were the same way too. And Kanye kind of saw that, and he like came and he just kind of like gave us all like high fives or whatever. And I touched Kanye's hand, and I don't know, I felt like a 13-year-old girl at a One Direction concert.
You're
Damn, dude.
fangirling.
You touched his hand?
Yeah, like definitely. Like I grabbed Kanye's hand. Oh my
What
god!
did you touch his first two fingers?
Hey.
What's up?
Did you touch his first two fingers?
Nah, man, it was like a grip. It was like
So, but did you at least touch those two fingers, the first two?
yeah.
Okay. So technically, I mean, you fingered Amber Rose, Kim Kardashian. You fingered a lot of bitches, dude. I got you. I see you.
All right.
I see you.
I'll take that. I'll take that.
Technically, you touched his dick too.
Even better.
Hey.
Damn, bro.
So, like, I do have to call this out that Dylan like high-fived him too, and this was like a really really gay moment. I gotta admit, but at the time, we were just like balled up in excitement. But like he touched his hand, and like I like shook his hand, and we just like looked at each other. We looked at each other, and we were just like, holy shit, we just like touched Kanye. So we like interlocked both of our hands, like jumped around for a little bit. So we were like this, like I mean,
Straight fangirling.
the listeners can't see this, but like both of our hands were interlocked, like a fist, and we were both like we jumped around for like 2 or 3 seconds. That's how excited we were.
Bruh.
Sounded extra gay.
I'll take the L on that one, but I was just so excited. But I do want to call this out, which is it's probably a good reflection of American society. And like, we always want more, we always want more. So I was like on cloud nine whenever I like shook Kanye's hand, right?
Yeah.
But then at the end of the show, he gave his mic to a kid that was on the front row. And whenever I saw that, I was like immediately like so salty. I was like, damn, how come I didn't get the mic? Like I already like experienced this amazing thing of like touching
Like-
his hand.
Yeah, I'll give him back the handshake for the mic.
Yeah, exactly. So I just think that's like a good example of,
Always wanted more.
always wanting more. So everyone's guilty. Everyone's guilty of it.
Yeah.
What? Who did he give the kid? Which kid did he give it to? Like,
It was
describe the kid.
It was he was like some skinny white dude. He was like decked out in Kanye gear. He had like a Yeezus hat. Had you could tell he had like some joggers on. He had like a Yeezus tour shirt. I even think he had Yeezus tattooed on his chest.
What the fuck?
Damn.
So this guy was out there, you know what I mean? So it's crazy. But like I do wanna say that like the people like really 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 dressed up for this show. Like it was just like insane. Like all the designer clothes that I saw 16, 17-year-olds wear at this show.
I feel like that's a hip hop show nowadays. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Which I don't know.
Everybody's trying to get up in there.
Like I saw one guy that looked just like Kanye. He had like he's wearing I don't know these brands. My friend Sergio, whenever we were there, he was like talking about the brands, but it's pretty much like brands that only Kanye like wears these brands, and he had like a red hoodie. I know that Kanye wore like a red beanie with like the eyes cut out for a while. I don't know if y'all ever saw that.
Yeah. You
Yeah.
know that.
So this kid was like wearing that, and he had like one of those hoodies with like the zippers on the side, and he had some fancy ass jeans that our friend Sergio could probably say the brand,
And
and he had like
let me guess one real quick. Did he have the slumped over tee that was way too long that was to his knees, mid thigh?
yep, he had a mid thigh he had a mid thigh t-shirt, and he had some of those Vism shoes.
Yeah.
He had a
Oh
pair.
yeah.
He had a pair of those, so he was like Kanye stan to the max. So it's just funny
Crazy.
seeing how
It's
these
crazy how
kids
some people are.
like I don't know. I guess it's just me, but I could never spend that much money on clothes like ever. Like I went to H&M yesterday and I bought a pair of jeans for $20 and I was like so pumped. I was like, hell yeah, I got
Hey,
a pair of jeans for
H&M is
$20.
clutch.
Like
They have the most comfy jeans you can buy.
I was like, dude, $20 for a pair of pants? Sign me up.
That's not bad.
Yeah. They're good quality pants too.
Yeah,
That's not bad.
so yeah, that was definitely a dope ass show.
It's been one of the realest, bro.
It is definitely worth the wait in the cold. So. But yeah, that was my little experience with Kendrick. Put on a great show.
Oh man, shit, that's close as fuck. I bet. Damn, I can't even like put that in my head right now, bro. I
Like
can't put that like how close that would be to them.
yeah, it almost doesn't feel real. Like I got tons of pictures on my laptop too that I probably should. I don't know. I've never been much of a social media poster, but I probably should
Yeah.
post some of them. Maybe I could start. I don't know. It was dope. It was definitely dope. Yeah. I don't know. What else? What else do we want to touch on, guys?
I think before we ever finish this podcast, we need to go over your favorite song from his new album, Kendrick's new album.
Okay. That's good. So what do you got? What do you got, Tony? What's your favorite song?
My
So
favorite
far.
song
Yeah.
so far. Man, I don't really have like a go-to song. I guess you can always say I was pretty good. Or what's the new one he had, King Kunta?
King Kunta is really good.
Yeah,
I
King
love
Kunta's
that one.
That
I
one-
could jam that with like if I go to his album, that's the first song I press on Spotify is that one. So to get it started.
Yeah. What's yours, Lou?
So Eyes really dope. Like whenever that single came out a few months ago, I was just like, man, like I know a lot of people were kind of iffy about that because it was a totally different sound for Kendrick.
Yeah, it was a different
You know,
style.
But man, whenever it came out, I was like, man, this is dope. Like this is the kind of stuff that I like. You know, like kind of like experimenting with different sounds.
Yeah.
That one's definitely up there. There's another song that I can't like think of the title because, like I said, whenever I have the CD, so whenever I put it into my CD player in my car, I'm old school. Like I don't know the titles, but it's the one that like he's like talking about how he's A1 since day one, and y'all are boo boo. What's the name of that song?
Hey, I don't even know. Is
So
that
that one's dope. I don't know what it's called, but
what's it called, Lori?
I think that's no, I was thinking institutionalized, but no, that's different.
I don't know. But I'll look it up and I'll mention it in the next podcast. But
I think that's maybe Hood Politics.
maybe, but that song is dope. King
Yeah.
Kunta's good. The Blacker the Berry, just like
Fuck of the bear, yeah.
the themes that he touches on, it's pretty powerful. I really
Yeah.
like conscience rap, and that definitely falls into that category of music.
No,
But
see, like my two favorites were none of the ones y'all just named. My two favorite is probably one. I'm stuck between two. Is Wesley's Theory, which is the first track.
yeah, that one's really good.
Yeah, with old boy Clinton in that bitch was good.
Yeah. And Mortal Man. I really like Mortal Man.
Yeah,
Message
yeah.
sequence.
The last one, yeah.
Yeah. It says when shit hits the fan, are you still a fan?
Exactly. And it's just really cool how like they tie in, like the dialogue between Kendrick
Yeah.
Lamar and Tupac in it. I just think that's really, really dope.
That's really really good. I wonder how they even like created that voice and stuff.
Well, I'm sure that was like pre-recorded from something Tupac said in the past, and
He just cut it in with his words.
yeah,
Yeah.
he just like asked the questions that would line up with it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I got you.
But still, it's like super powerful, and like you can like tell in Kendrick's music that Tupac was
A huge influence.
a huge influence in
Really
his
big,
music.
really big influence, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, just the message he says in it is like very important. Like, well, I think it really makes sense. It's like literally when shit hits a fan, are you still a fan? Like some of these artists, like when they're not doing that good anymore, or they're not on their peak anymore, a lot of people just go like, oh, I remember I used to be a fan whenever they were really good, and then I'm not anymore. Like, so like, were you a fan of like just the album, or were you actual fan of the artist?
Yeah, were you a fan of the hype?
Yeah,
Yeah,
were you a fan of the
that's true.
hype? Yeah. Just some people just it's different.
Yeah, and like I've always like sworn by this, but at least in my opinion, that like good music doesn't have an expiration date. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can throw in like I'm pretty sure that 10 years from now I can throw in Good Kid, Mad City into my CD player, and I'm still gonna feel the same way that I felt about that song in
Oh
that
yeah.
day that I do now, because it's just
Like
like one of those albums that resonates so well with, you know what I mean?
yeah, I got you. Like you could, I mean, if you have kids or like if you have like people with you that used to not like younger people, you're like, dang, I remember I used to when this first came out back in the day, like you could talk about how good the song was and stuff.
Yeah, and I guess that's one of the reasons why, like I'm like I stick true to my guns, and I still buy like if I want to listen to music, I still buy the CD, because just to have like that hard copy, it's almost like this may seem kind of corny, but it's almost like it brings you back to the time whenever you first heard that song. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
I don't do hard copies no more, but yeah, I just
So
stream it.
that's why I like music, and sometimes you might forget about music. Like I'll go through like my CD collection just to like pick out whatever CD I want to listen to for the week, and I'll look and just like, oh shit, like I forgot I even had this album, and then you throw that bad boy in, and you're just like, man, like this
Forgot
shit.
about this.
Yeah.
And that's also another thing that I like about it, is that you might listen to a CD. This happened quite a few times for me, where you listen to a CD one or two times and you're just like, I'm not really feeling this too much. But then you like listen to it again, 6 months later, a year later, you're in like a different mind state.
Mm-hmm.
You think
Yeah.
you're thinking about
Oh
different
yeah.
things, different point in your life, and you're just like, okay, like this is a really good CD. Like I'm glad I gave it a second chance. That's happened to me tons of times.
Oh yeah, all the time. Like and your mood will definitely reflect like how you feel about a certain album and stuff or certain artists.
For sure, for sure. So I guess we could kind of close this off by talking about Jay-Z's new music streaming service. What do you guys think?
Full title.
What do y'all guys think about it?
It's alright. Mhm,
Uh,
it's cool.
I've-
I
I haven't-
downloaded it. I downloaded it and I used my music streaming services with them today, and it was alright. I mean, I'm not using the best of headphones. I'm using my car stereo. Like it's the same shit.
Yeah, I mean for me, like honestly, just from what I saw or what they say, what they have to offer, it's not something that catches my attention. especially the pricing and stuff. For me, it's not worth it.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm perfectly happy with what I got, and
And just to give like the listeners some context, if they're not aware of what this is, it's like a new streaming service that it originated in Sweden. Like it started there, and I think Jay-Z has some shares in it. He's like part owner of it. I think Kanye's even an investor, but it's like Spotify, but I mean the really only big difference is that like the sound quality is like CD quality.
Hi.
Like, it's not.
Yeah.
It's like if you were like to buy a Walkman and put that bad boy in and listen to it, it sound like that compared to an MP3 where the music is like super compressed. Where I mean, to the average listener, it probably doesn't make that much of a difference. But if you're like really big into music and you're a big audiophile nerd, you'll be able to tell the difference. But like Tony said, I don't see like the average consumer being like, man, I'm gonna pay this $26 a month to listen to music.
And
yeah,
whenever whenever you have an up and coming brand and you have to compare it to another one, that's never a good sign. You know what
Yeah,
I mean?
yeah,
It's like Spotify, like every article on the internet. Oh, it's like Spotify. Oh, it's like Spotify. Oh, it's like Spotify. I'm like, well then, it can never be greater than Spotify because, you know what I mean? Like,
well, if you're gonna,
you're already
yeah,
comparing it to it.
well, that, and if you're comparing it to like, what's your like upper hand on it, and whatever the upper hand on it, is it even worth it for the consumer?
yeah, like I was saying, is there mass appeal? Like, is
Yeah,
the average music listener gonna like cough up this $26 a month when they could pay $5 a month for Spotify, which is pretty much the same thing except the audio quality isn't as good. So
yeah. Well, it's like when Samsung came in the game. They came in with the Galaxy, and they try to compete with the iPhone, and their big thing is, well, it's a cheaper price. So that's where they were able to catch people. But these guys are kind of doing the opposite.
yeah,
So
quality. I don't know. Like Tony said, they might have jumped into the game a little too late. You know what I mean? Because
yeah,
it may be like the whole Google Plus thing where Google Plus was supposed to be like this big thing. Everyone was gonna use it, but they're just too late in the game.
That
Like,
was boo boo.
yeah.
yeah, if
Every,
Facebook was.
Shout out to Google Plus for supplying us with this with this with this
Yeah,
shit right now.
we're currently using Google Plus.
no, but like like I work with people at Google, and like really the only people that care about Google Plus is like Google. Like that's it. No one ever else mentions it. Like you say, like if you're like an up and coming brand and like you want to like
For,
pop up on like that first like Google search page. If
yeah,
if you have a Google Plus account
Of
and
course, it's gonna
you
be
have
there.
like circles, it's gonna like help you with your rankings. So it's like really like the only people that care about Google Plus is Google because they're still trying to keep it alive, but
yeah. No, it's
too
yeah. I know
late,
what you mean.
too
For
late in
all
the
these
game.
people like yeah, with that clothing or brand stuff trying to sell online. I mean, you either hear them like either Facebook promoting, Twitter promoting, or Instagram, or even YouTube, but nobody's promoting Google Plus.
Mm-mm.
It's just
It's
no,
just there.
there's no consumers
And
there.
It's just
there's that
there.
whole thing. It was that whole thing where Google bought YouTube, and you have to be a Google Plus member to comment on videos.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
that like definitely like spiked up like their user base, a ton, but no one's really doing anything on just like solely
And shit
Google
like that.
Plus.
Forced it. Well,
Yeah, they forced it. So I don't know. So I mean, you never know. Maybe there's touching on title again. You never know. Maybe there's like a strong niche group of people that have a passion for music
I
and then
mean, if you think about it, all these people got Beats headphones. I mean, if you got Beats headphones, you better be listening to some high quality music. You know what I mean?
that's true. That's
For
true.
the
Because
yeah,
$300-$400 headphones.
three, four
So.
hundred dollar headphones, listening to MP3 files compressed to like tiny amounts, which I don't think like people
but
really understand that like how much the music quality like it goes down. I mean, it does. I mean, like whenever you're listening to it with some regular headphones, you're not gonna tell. But like CDs do have like superior quality to MP3s, but I don't know. People
yeah,
just don't realize
but
it.
But my thing is though is like to get this quality on an app, like how much data and stuff are you gonna use?
Yeah,
Like
that's another big thing. It's like,
it's
That's
gotta
true.
take more data.
yeah, oh yeah, for sure. Like, definitely, it's gonna
I
if
mean,
you
it's
don't
gonna.
if you don't have unlimited data and you're not on your Wi-Fi, like,
I
You're
mean,
fucking up.
yeah, that's the main reason why MP3 is like and stuff like that. Other music is compressed to reduce like data and make it people, for their space and everything.
yeah, it makes it easier for you to consume.
Exactly. So I
So,
mean, that's gonna be a big difference.
so maybe you're listening to Tidal on your laptop at home, where you have like a dope speaker system. I don't know.
Yeah.
Or you have your
Yeah.
Sonos hooked up to your whole damn house.
No,
Yeah,
I think you probably tell a bigger difference if you had like some Rockets, which are like the studio quality speakers. Maybe there you might tell.
yeah, but like if you're at the gym and you got
Your
your
iPhone headphones.
iPhone headphones or some school candies and something, I doubt that you're gonna be able to tell the difference. But that's just my
Yeah,
opinion.
you
Yeah.
But
won't be
then,
able
but then
to.
again, I don't know because I haven't even tried out Tidal. I'm just going off of what Tony's telling me.
I
Yeah,
mean, no, and you can tell a difference. Like, it's not. You can tell a small difference, but like
but is it worth it?
at the end of the day, I'm not gonna give a fuck if my quality of music's not as much when I'm jamming out, driving down to go back home. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not gonna give a
Yeah,
fuck.
as long as
Yeah,
it's streaming, I can bump it.
as long as that shit plays loud
As
and hard.
long as I can sing to Riding Through the Six with my woes, I'm good, bro. Like, I don't need no.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I'll listen to that shit on like an 8-bit
See,
fucking CD. I don't give a fuck, bro.
and that's another thing too, though, because people naturally listen to the music, especially through like earphones. They naturally listen to it louder. And then a guy I work with, he's getting his degree in audio engineering, and he knows like he's taught me a lot with music and stuff like that. He told him like a lot of like festivals or a lot of places like people usually have like loud music because no matter what you do, like the quality of sound, if it's really really loud, it always like just somehow it sounds appealing to the person listening. If it's louder it always seems better.
And
It
that's
just that's the way our ears take it in. Is if it's louder, it naturally takes it in better.
I guess that's how Bose is banking on all of their products because I don't know.
Probably.
I've heard like I've read a bunch of like Bose reviews where people say like I mean the quality is really not that good compared to what you're paying for, but Bose headphones are really really loud. So
Yeah. He said that's what it is. I mean, like if you go like a lot of times if you go to like shows or bands or something like that, and if it's not super loud, you can probably tell a difference if they're really good artists or not. But since it's like super loud, you're just like, oh, like naturally to your ear, it's somewhat appealing.
yeah, I definitely agree on that.
Yeah,
Definitely agree.
that like he opened me up a lot. Like he told me that about like EDM. He told me like, yeah, a lot of it just sounds like really good to people because it's got a good tempo, like a natural dancing tempo, and they usually do it really really loud. It's not whenever you play
Yeah,
it lower you can actually tell the quality on most of the guys. Like you can tell if they're good producers or not. We said for the most
yeah,
part, everybody plays EDM loud, so everybody thinks it's like all good.
it's a good point. It's a good point.
Yeah, that's how it is. I mean, it's stuff like that they taught him with audio engineering and stuff. Not just more like the music, but more like people how they take in sounds. It's just
Yeah,
natural.
yeah, it's interesting stuff. Definitely interesting stuff.
Oh yeah.
All right, well, I think
So
I think that might do it, fellas.
yeah, it's a wrap.
That's a wrap. And so, like always, if you're listening and you have any questions, comments, or concerns, please address them on the comment section on iTunes. Well, I don't think we've received a comment yet. I think I might just post a fake comment just to create some hype. You know what I mean?
Shit. But hey, but we did get a question on Twitter,
We got a
so
question on Twitter, so shout out to @Drake versus All.
That's always good.
Appreciate the love. And then you could always send us anything at lyricallyincorrect.podcast@gmail.com. And like Tony said, I mean like Lori said, if you have any questions too, Twitter's probably the easiest thing. I'm assuming everyone has Twitter on their phone. So
yeah.
yeah, we love feedback, and like I said, we'll address any of your questions on the show.
And if you have any hate mail, you can direct that text to 432-288. I don't know the rest of Lou's number.
5323, dog. 5323.
Whoa. Might have to edit that out.
All right, fellas.
Yeah, I imagine you would.
Nah, I'll keep that on there. You never know.
I got Lou's number by heart, dog. Since like
Keep it tight, keep it right. Peace out.
See you later,
See you later.
guys. Take it easy.